Trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, to thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's gonna. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys dropped the mask up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. Watch, when I was 10, I knew I should have been on. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but then take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined. I am not.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Washington football team. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. On the return is Ferguson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it to 26. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. Passing attack has a lot of receivers, tight ends. Missing the open field can really generate big plays.
Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have two. Remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, we're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one, 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go play action now. Lawrence. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. First and goal from just inside the 5. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one. And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage. On second and goal, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road? I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Mayfield. And this is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the 1st drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Lawrence. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The 1st drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Mayfield. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bombs. Only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8. On the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action with Lawrence. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Play action. It's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out, and his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D. Ford that time, getting the sack. Here comes Mooney now on the jet sweep. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They will have liked to have gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. 8, 2, 90, roll. 14, 14.
Lawrence. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence flushed out right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Lawrence. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Ready? 30 base. Hey, C6. Go.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Second down and goal. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
50, play. Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, echo.
Now Lawrence to throw. And it's caught. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's fourth down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Next is Washington 24. Cowboys nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. The last run got a couple, here's 2nd and 8. Play fake, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Mayfield. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Dancing to his left. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. Being chased out left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. From their own territory, an incredible play on 4th down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence flushed out right. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence to the right side and complete to Jefferson. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Eluding the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Sanders. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Point it right. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Mayfield now. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Dee Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back now in Arlington. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Forced out to his left. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Trucks over him. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Not much there, only a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Watch the screen. Shift.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Yeah, and this was just really well done on third down because he doesn't have a lot of time to analyze things. He's got to make a snap decision and go. And his decision there, right on. He rocketed in and made the play.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Lawrence.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They go play action. Mayfield. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. He's tired of you.
Mayfield to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Mayfield looks to throw.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And the Cowboys first and 10.
Mayfield with it once more. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles.